Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So, hi everyone. I'm Jessi,
I'm Rachel.
and I'm really excited tonight to do this Disney review slash chat. Sorry. And tonight's movie is The Fox and the Hound. So, we're gonna start with honestly the beginning of the movie because I sat down, I started to watch it with my nephew. He looked at me and he said, the beginning was the end because of all of the credits that they do at the beginning of the older movies. Which I thought it was hilarious coming from the mouth of a 4-year-old. So,
And I thought the movie intro was super long. But then I found out they did that in the older days, which I never knew. And so,
yeah, I didn't either.
The people after the movie could leave right away instead of sit through the credits at the end. So that's why they did it in the beginning.
Very creative. Hi to Firecake. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Firecake.
I want to first talk about like the beginning of the movie. One thing I don't like about Disney doing is they always kill the mother in the beginning and leave the baby an orphan.
Agreed.
Am I the only one that cried?
I did a little bit.
Yeah, I cried about that. And then after that, we get to, he's hiding behind the fence post. And then out of nowhere comes this big giant owl.
And he's hiding in the grass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What would you do if you saw this big giant owl and you're this teeny little fox?
I'd hide.
Yeah. And I believe at the beginning of the movie, we get introduced to just about every character right away.
Not every character.
Just about. Two of my favorite characters get introduced almost immediately. I liked the Woodpecker and the Little Brown Bird.
They were cute.
They're just hilarious. And what did you find out about was it the Woodpecker? Who was he played
yes.
by?
The Woodpecker was played, I don't know his name, I didn't write that down, but the Woodpecker was played by the same actor that did Chicker's voice in Winnie the Pooh.
That's cool. I knew I recognized that voice.
Supposedly, if you listen carefully, you can hear him still doing the Chicker voice. Because he sounds the same.
Like, I was sitting there and I was like, I know this voice. Where do I know it from? But he's one of my favorite characters in the movie. And that actually brings me to my first real question is, what did you think of how the birds, Big Mama, Dink, and Boomer got the widow to answer her door?
I liked the idea of that, how they, I don't know, I would have rang the doorbell, honestly, because I don't think they rang the doorbell. I think that he just knock on the door, or did he ring the doorbell?
Yeah, like it was a tree trunk.
So it'd be cool if they, at the widow's door, it'd be cool if they had a doorbell and he went down, you know what I mean? And just knocked or something like that. Like in a classical Disney movie where you ring the doorbell and not pound on the door with your woodpecker.
Yes.
Agreed?
That definitely agree. Would have been nicer for the doorbell. And then, of course, her reactions with all her clothes and her clotheslines. And then she sees the fox. And he's completely afraid of her. And she names him Todd.
I have to
That was
wonder
cute.
where did they get the name Todd from? Do you think?
Well, I know in the movie she said that he was like a little toddler. So she was going to name him Todd.
Okay.
But I think it's a weird name for a fox. But it does grow on you.
Yeah, it could have been like Roger or something like that. Just an example.
And then from there, we go to the Hound. I'm not a big fan of Amos, the owner.
He's really mean.
He was.
But whoever voiced him did a really good job.
Yes. Yes, they did. I like how instead of just chaining Copper up, he just let him go because he was a puppy.
Yeah, no dog should be tied up.
No, but Chief was, which I don't understand. If he's not going to tie one up, why tie up both?
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
Especially a puppy, because you don't want those to run off, which Copper does, because he smelled something. Which leads us.
Must have smelled good.
Huh?
Whatever, must have smelled good.
Well, it was Todd.
Yep.
So that he goes off and they meet for the first time. And it's like two little kids. What do you do when you're a little kid and you meet somebody new?
You'd be like, nice to meet you.
Right? And it's like instant friends.
So true nowadays, though.
Right? So once you get instant friends, you've got, they play, and then of course Copper gets called home. And when Copper gets called home, you can hear in Amos's voice that he's angry because he ran off. Which I guess Chief did warn him about that.
Remind me, was Chief the older dog?
Yes.
Okay. The greyhound?
Yes. Yeah. And then, of course, it happens again. And I thought it was cute how when they played hide and seek, that Copper would find Todd by sniffing him out.
Yes, I thought that was interesting. Sorry, my friend's trying to find your channel and I'm sending it to her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to figure out how to make it easier to find my channel.
Like when I went under your videos, I couldn't even see this live stream. And I know, like for mine, when I use StreamYards, there's a way, and I can teach you later, but there's a way that you can set it up on your YouTube that'll actually have like where your video section is, you know, the thing down, you can scroll down, and it'll say live streams, and that's how I see mine.
Yeah, I saw that. That's how I found mine too. And then, of course, now that it's on, I can find it in the videos.
Yes.
Because it just popped up. And then, of course, he gets in trouble. They're playing hide and seek. They're playing in the water. And after that, Amos ties him up. Which means he can't go play. So I believe after that, Todd comes over and he ends up going in Chief's barrel.
Chief was funny.
Yes. The whole running and ending up in the chicken coop. That was funny. And then, of course, angry Amos, angry Widow. They never really gave her a name.
I wish they would have. Well, maybe in the second one she'll come in again and they'll give her a name.
Yeah. I know he called her, "You crazy old woman," "widow," a couple of different things. Um, but he was kind of a condescending man. I didn't like that.
I thought he was super strict too.
Yeah. Um, but then you also got to think of the time that the movies were made.
I was trying to figure out what time frame this movie was filmed. Do you have any idea? And like what state or city it's supposed to take place in?
I
Any
know it's
idea?
supposed to take place out in the country. I should have written down the year.
Let me see. So we know it's a 19. Oh, it's based on a novel. Did you know that? I just found that out.
No, I did not know that.
I did not know that either, which would be interesting to read, you know what I mean? Just to see it was filmed the release date was July 10th, 1981.
Yeah, so that's, early 80s. Um, Kurt Russell is Copper. Mickey Rooney was Todd.
I looked up who Mickey Rooney was actually. And I don't know if it's the same guy, but in one of the Night of the Museum films, he was the security guy.
Yeah, he looks like it.
And I think that was the same guy. Mickey Rooney is the same
Widow
guy.
Tweed. Her name was Widow Tweed.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Like after the chase and when Todd found out Copper and Chief and Slade were going off for the winter and they'd be back in the spring, what was your reaction to Big Mama telling Todd about Copper and what he was supposed to become?
I thought that was crazy. Like the hunter, you mean? Like how he was supposed to become a hunting dog?
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. I don't know if I would want to put my dog through the same hunting stuff that. And why didn't she let him just discover what he was just going to become instead of her telling him what he was going to become?
Yeah, I thought, okay, so you're going to warn him while he is little, but you're not going to, give him a heads up.
He might not remember when he's middle-aged. I don't know.
Yeah. But I felt really bad that Todd had to basically be shown the shed full of fur.
That was sad. That's not how you treat an animal.
It's not. And then in my head, of course, I go back to the beginning of the movie and think, oh my gosh, what if his mom's hanging in there?
Yeah, like where was his mom?
Because we know she died.
Did they ever say how she died?
You hear a gunshot. That's about it.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if it was the old man. What did you say his name was?
I know.
Agnes?
Like that.
Amos. Maybe it was him.
Yeah, like I said, so what if his mom had been hanging in the barn? That would have been even more traumatizing.
That would have been scary for a little pup.
Okay, I gotta go backwards in my notebook because when I wrote my notes, I left a blank piece of paper on one side, not thinking I'm going to have that many. And then, yeah, I had a lot, so I went that way and figured, okay, that's it. I have a whole third page.
Well, while you go
Okay,
back,
and then
I liked the soundtrack of the movie. That's all I'm gonna say right there. I thought it was cool.
the soundtrack was good. I loved the soundtrack. The
Just
music in
like
it was just,
it would have been cool if it was a sing along where you could sing along with the pups, like when they're going hunting or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. That would have been cool. Or like, whenever Big Mama's singing and all that. I do know they used to take um pieces of those of old movies like Peter Pan, and I think they did one from Fox and the Hound
Yeah.
where they'd put them in the um they'd make little musical tapes with numbers from each movie. Um oh my gosh, I'll have to look that up and message it to you.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see
Um
how they did that.
and then I love the worm.
The worm was cute, especially when she's watering the
Yes,
A starts to drown. I love that.
yes, it's like, hey, now that I'm sneaked inside and not having to worry about the birds who have been chasing him this entire movie, and it's always something with
Did the worm
Todd or Copper and all that, and then it always cuts to the worm and the birds,
and when the
which is
birds
why,
chased him up the drainage spout, that was hilarious.
yes, it was. Um,
Did the worm
so
talk?
yeah, I love the birds. Huh?
No, right? Did the worm talk?
No, but he did a lot of talking with his eyes. Like, you could just tell what he was feeling from his eyes. So
Imagine
that
being
was
that
awesome.
imagine being that person that played him and like moving your eyes up and down, like the eyebrows and everything. That must have been hard.
Right? Yeah. Um, well, and then of course it goes to what's happening with Copper and him learning to hunt. And it really broke my heart to see him go from such a cute little loving puppy to this dog that's like so adamant to impress his owner that he starts doing what he's supposed to do. Which just, it hurt my heart because even though that's what happened back in those days, it's it's not nice, you know, you have a dog for companion, not a hunting dog. And I know they still do that sometimes, but I don't know. I didn't like it. And I felt so bad because he's starting to learn all this stuff and I felt bad for Chief because all of a sudden Chief is being ignored.
Yeah, I didn't
So,
after they went hunting, I wish that they could have sat next to each other and not put Chief all the way in the back of the car. Like I wish they could have bonded a friendship somehow, you know what I mean? And put
yes,
yeah.
I have to agree on that. I really do because it's like, okay, he says you have to earn your spot to sit up here.
I thought that was rude.
It was, and then you've got Chief in the back, like, I'm being replaced. Yes, I get he's an older dog, but he's still there. He's still perfectly healthy.
Yes.
You're like, I don't have a favorite cat. I have cats. It's not Socks is my favorite or Lucky's my favorite. I love both of my fur children. My mom, she doesn't have a favorite dog. Um, we got Luna because Brutus is getting on in years, but she didn't replace him
It's like if
until he was
Bruno
gone.
it's like if Brutus and Luna were together, who would be the favorite, you know what I mean? Like you'd put Brutus in the back and Luna in the front.
Right, and we don't do that. Heck, we don't even let the dogs in the front seat. They have to sit in the back seat, but they're treated equally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They get
It's
the same
not
amount of treats, they get the same amount of food, they get the same amount of water.
right. Whereas these dogs, like, you're not going to give them the same amount of love. Some pet owner. And then, of course, when they come back, like, it had to have hurt Todd to see them come back with this big, giant truck full of fur.
And it's going on the wall. That
right,
probably hurt him too.
At least make a blanket or something out of it.
Yes.
If you're going to keep it. Put it to good use, not just a decoration on the wall. Although now that I think about it, pot, kettle, right here. Because my mom has a rabbit fur that she bought when she was camping that we kind of used as a little dust catcher thing and stand a stuffed raccoon on.
Wow.
And I think the raccoon was real. So, yeah. And my mom had a raccoon tail for a keychain, so pot, kettle, right here.
Do you know that supposedly rabbit's foot is good luck? Like, I know in Vegas, everywhere I go, they sell like rabbit's foot on a keychain, and supposedly it's good luck.
Yes. That's just, a whole foot is just gross.
Exactly.
Like, I can deal with seeing the fur, but if you show me a foot, like, I think it's gross. And that's not something, no. I mean, when I was a kid, maybe it was cool, but not anymore. What did you think when Todd said, Copper's not going to change his feelings about me, you'll see, and then he finds out Copper has changed his feelings?
It made me sad because I really think that Copper and the other the other fox were making like a cute couple eventually. And I was like, they were going to be together, and then I thought he was going to come back and like him, and then he didn't.
Yeah. Especially when Chief woke up after they're having this conversation, and then Chief wakes up, smells the fox, and, well, off they go again on another chase.
Yes.
Which results in an injured Chief. I forgot, because it's been a while since I've watched this. I forgot about Chief falling off the train bridge.
I've never seen this movie, if you can believe that. I might have seen it when I was a little kid. I've never seen this movie. I might have seen it when I was a little kid, but this was like the first time actually watching the movie.
Right, and paying attention in that.
Yeah. I really liked it,
though. Me out. Yeah, that freaked me out. I thought Chief was dead.
Scared me.
Yeah, because all you see is his dog just plummet. And I did not like that. I wanted to cry. I thought he was gone. And then after that, we see Copper just go from this, we can't be friends, we need to stay away from each other, to full on, I'm going to make Todd pay.
I finished looking up what time period. Someone took a guess that it took place in the 20s and the 30s just because of the car that Amos drives.
Yeah. That's a good guess, honestly, if you think about it. There's no windows and just little half doors and stuff.
Oh, and I thought it was funny how when they shot the car and the water came out, or when she sprayed the car.
Earlier in the movie, yes, honestly, that was, I think I missed that question. Or is it late? No. It's in this one. why would you shoot at a car that has a human being in it? Risking shooting said human being, especially with buckshot.
And I liked the scene where she's trying to shoot him.
Yes.
And she has the gun, and Copper's hiding behind her leg.
Or Todd.
Todd. I'm gonna get Copper and Todd mixed up, but yes, Todd is. First of all, what kind of name is Todd for a fox? That's my question.
Right. I don't know. I always thought it was weird. Like, why would you give a fox a human name? Any
It's
animal,
like
really.
why would? And by the way, what's the older dog's name?
Chief.
Yeah, the Chief is like an Irish wolfhound, is what I found out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a weird name too.
But yeah, she's standing there, and he's like, "Don't point that thing at me. It's loaded." She, not anymore.
I loved that scene.
Yes, she is. I love her. She's one of my favorite characters.
I should see, what was her name? I want to see who plays her.
It's Jeanette something. It was Widow Tweed.
I want to see what else she acts in, because I think it'd be interesting to see her character in another movie.
Transformation over the years.
Yeah, to see, like, maybe she's in the second one, see how she acts.
Yeah. And then so her solution, so that Todd doesn't get hurt or killed, was to take Todd and drop him off at the game preserve. And if Fox grew up with a human, he's getting dropped off in to like nature, not knowing any more than that he was raised by a human being. So he ended up stuck out in the rain. Everywhere he went, these animals did not want to help him, except for the was it a porcupine?
Oh, the porky. I thought the porcupine was cute. I have to say.
And then in the morning, when Todd got scared because he got poked when the porcupine was stretching.
Yes.
I just
keep going.
It made me laugh. The whole entire scene there just made me laugh.
I also liked the butterfly. I thought the butterfly and the colorful wings. Do you remember the butterfly?
Yeah, at the very end.
Yes, the butterfly and the pretty colorful wings. And I wish they would have gave them names, like the porcupine. I didn't hear the name. I didn't hear the name of the butterfly.
The butterfly was sweet.
What about was it a female fox?
Vixie.
And what about the bear? Did the bear have a name?
No.
Okay. It'd be funny if they named it like Raw or something like that.
Yeah, and then of course after Todd gets stuck in the game preserve, hi Vanessa. Thanks for coming, hun.
Oh, you scared me. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Magical Pops.
Big Mama, honestly, this is how I feel about Big Mama. Complete meddler in all the animals' lives. Because it seemed to me all the animals knew who Big Mama was. And then once he's in the game preserve, she just starts to meddle again.
I thought, honestly, like what I told you originally, I thought it was weird that it had like a manly voice. Did you notice
It
that,
did.
or
It
is it,
sounded
or it
like
was just me?
no, it sounded like an old, like not old, but it sounded like a someone that was from further like down south in like
I'm gonna see where that person was from now. And I thought it was weird that the owl was named Big
yeah,
Mama, unless she had like other children, and that's why her name was Big Mama.
right. I completely agree with that. Um, it was weird because like I don't know. Okay, Big Mama, who's your kids, or is it just because you're tend to all of the creatures in the forest? Um,
This person, so her name was Pearl Bailey, that played. Um, Pearl Bailey was the actor's name, or the actress's name that played Big Mama, and she was from
okay,
Virginia.
okay,
So maybe that's where that comes from, like a thick. And she's African
yeah.
American, so maybe that's a little bit
I didn't
why.
want to say that, but yeah, because they have a distinct voice, like a distinct accent or voice. Um, that's what I always thought. Like, um, and then of course once she meddles, she gets Todd to go over to Vixie after she tells Vixie to um, just sit there and act all pretty and all that. Um, and I felt bad for Todd at the same time, but I thought it was funny how he attempted to catch a fish
That was cute.
and all this stuff, and then the everyone in the forest just starts laughing at it,
I thought that was
and he's
rude.
already had a bad, huh?
I thought that was rude. How they
It
just
was,
started laughing.
especially since he's already had a really bad 24 hours already. Um, so while that's happening, we cut back to Amos, and he's testing and collecting all of his bear traps and everything else. And I'm sitting here thinking, first of all, your dog's not dead. He's just got a broken leg.
Yes.
Why are you so bent on destroying this fox?
I thought it was funny how Amos walked, or not Amos, the dog, Copper, or whatever one it was that had the bandage. Did you see how he walked after he
He
had put the
was
bandage on? I thought that
he
was a
was
weird way to
trying
walk.
to he was trying to milk it, like 'cause
Yeah.
they weren't paying attention to him or any of that. So I was just like, wow. And
And
then he just tells him to go back to the room.
I didn't like how they um, showed him the bear trap. I thought that scared him. You know, when he's
Yeah.
playing with the bear trap, I thought that would have scared me at least. If that sound would have went bink together, that would have scared me.
Oh, it would have scared me too. Um. Then, oh my gosh, who breaks into a game preserve like
No
he
one.
did?
No
Exactly.
one.
So I'm sitting there thinking, what? Do you seriously just want that fox? That's ridiculous. Just leave it be. And then he's placing all these bear traps, and I'm just like, somebody's gonna get hurt. Um, and then of course he finds the foxes. Only he finds two, and this
And
part really ticks me off. If any of y'all in chat agree with me, let me know. It just really ticked me off that he set fire in the middle of this game preserve in the forest. Who does that? Hold on a second.
Vanessa, do you agree with us? Firecake, do you agree with us? I thought it was
Like,
crazy too because he's setting it to the hole too. Didn't it go down the hole?
it went down the hole, but it's just burning, and he set the fire. Not only did he set the fire in a forest, he set the fire on a tree, which
Which,
is crazy.
and if it
They
was
didn't,
real life, he could get ticketed for that. Think about that.
right? And he could have just destroyed the entire forest. So, sorry guys, my mom was letting the dogs in. She couldn't get the little one to come in. And of course, they just leave the fire there. Don't let anything happen. Are you laughing at my mom? Can you hear her?
I thought she said Big Mama at first. I was like, what? My friend wants me to tell you she's watching the stream, but for some reason she cannot type, but she's telling me that you're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you. It the dog's name is Luna.
Okay. Well, I heard that wrong, but okay. And I want to.
Yes.
Hi, Derek.
Hi, D&G Explorers. Thanks for coming in.
I had a freak out moment just now. Hi, Derek. Hi, Gregory.
So yeah, and then of course there's the bear. Because
Vicious bear.
Todd started leading, because they found the bear chasing Todd, and then next thing you know, Todd is suddenly protecting not only Copper. Hi, Brittany.
Oh, and you should know that D&G's names are Derek and Gregory.
Okay.
Just thought I'd tell
works.
you that.
I will remember that.
Oh, hi, Brittany.
I'm so excited to see you. So all of a sudden it turns around and Todd is trying to protect not only Copper, but Amos. And honestly, I think that's a slight turning point, even though it's the end of the movie. During this entire process, those bear traps come back into play, and Amos steps on his own bear trap.
I thought that was funny.
I mean, that was karma, in my opinion.
Because he was teaching. Was it Copper? He was teaching Copper how to. Is it Copper that he was teaching how to use them? And then he steps on him instead of him. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, how is this guy still walking? Because from the way the trap looked, it goes from being like this to like this, but it has the little pointy things. So I'm like, how is that not going through his foot? How is he still walking on it?
You think it would cut off his foot?
But then I had to remember it's a cartoon.
Like Gregory said when they did their review, if it was rated PG-13 or something like that, there'd be more gore, and then he would like bloody everywhere and chop off his foot with that bear trap.
Yeah. And then, so Todd ends up basically saving them from the bear. And ends up, flopped down in the river. And Amos, he's there standing, he has the gun, and Copper won't move. Copper won't let him kill him. And at that point, Copper, he finally just, I think, gives up on killing Todd. And just turns around and says, let's go home. And then he limps off. And hold on a second. Sorry, dog and cat issues.
Brittany said, I love that scene. Makes me tear up every time. LOL.
Yes, I was like, I felt like it came full circle right there, but I also feel like they're not going to be friends anymore because they're not going to see each other. And then when Amos gets home, it cuts to all that, and she takes the plant out, and this comes back to where, and about that time, I think, while this is happening, she took that plant out, where you said she said it was dead, and then they chase him up the waterfall or whatever. Waterfall.
Gutter.
Water spout. I had a brain fart.
Okay. I think we all do.
And somewhere from there, that spot to whenever, I thought, honestly, that butterflies or caterpillars did their cocoons and stuff in the winter, and then in the spring they broke free.
I thought that's how it was too.
So that's just how it's been in most movies, like Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Which is why it was a little odd that Squeaks was not outside in a cocoon in the tree all summer. Oh, come here. Come here if you're coming here.
Kitty!
Oh, hi, baby. This is Socks. This is my baby boy. One of them, anyway.
I just want to call that cat Soxy Roxy.
Nope, it's a boy.
Hi, Socks. I like your face. I like your tail, too.
It's a fluffy tail. He's... Okay.
Socks.
Lay down, baby.
I love that face, I have to say, like the black and white.
Yes, there we go. There we go. He's laying down now. This
Socks,
can be expected.
And what about the dogs? Do they ever come on?
No. Luna would probably try, but she's too big to get in my lap.
Brittany.
Yes, Brittany, it's Socks. It's my sweet boy.
You'll have to send me
inside and out.
You'll have to send me a picture of the cat after your other cat, and the two dogs, because I really want to see these dogs.
Oh, I will. Yes. Luna is a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, so she's big. She's like.
Did you say you had another dog?
Yeah, I have 2 cats and 2 dogs.
What is the other dog?
Brutus.
What breed?
Jack Russell, Rat Terrier, Boxer mix.
I'm trying to picture what that would look like. Does it look like a boxer, or does it look like a little dog?
He's a little dog.
And then I thought it was weird at the end of the movie where she was wrapping, and this was the last thing on my notes, but she was wrapping his foot up. Do you remember that?
Yes, and he was
Because
being like,
he was being mean at the beginning, but then she's being nice to him.
right, but he's still being mean to her.
Yeah, that was very rude. Oh, that thing's little. Where does the boxer come in on that?
With Brutus, his mommy was a Jack Russell Terrier, I believe, and she had a ton of land to run around on, and so she got pregnant by a boxer, and his
Interesting.
mom was like a regular sized Jack Russell, and that's as big as he got. He looks like a Chihuahua. He's like the size of a Chihuahua.
Interesting. You should bring him on stream one day, like on the next one, if he'll come.
I'll see, or I'll sit with him, sit out in the living room with him behind me. He likes to get up, like you saw on the picture on the couch. Oh, okay, I've got your feet. I've got your feet.
I don't have
Don't
any
be
pets, but I technically adopted D&G Explorers pets.
Okay, now how does that work?
They take care of them. I just look at pictures of them. These are their cats. Scout, Samson, or sorry, Sierra. Look at her face. And Samson.
Oh, hi, So. Hey, Cargo.
Cargo! Oh, okay. Is that a pet? I gotta ask. Brittany. You see what she said?
Yeah, I don't know. Does a toddler count? They do make messes. Like pets.
Cargo, how's my Winnie? I miss my Winnie. Cargo has the cutest cat.
Yeah. I've seen pictures.
Have you seen pictures of her cat, Winnie? It's the cutest thing.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, I didn't realize you were still here, D&G.
So, what do you guys think about the ending of that movie?
Look what she said.
Okay, but you know what, Brittany? That's my brother too, and he's 36. They're gonna send you the bill for the litter and the cat food.
How about now? I'm trying to find a photo of Cargo's cat. Oh, Cargo, can I show this photo that you sent me of Nanny and Winnie?
Oh, okay. Where are you going?
Okay, I'll pay for the cat food. Actually, you work at the pet store, so you can buy it.
All right. He's laying down. I have a tray table in here that my laptop is on, and my tablet is propped up by my laptop. So he just laid down on. I just scoot everything over.
This is Cargo's cat. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
Oh,
that's Nanny in the hat, and Winnie is the other one.
Oh, they're adorable.
Nanny's my favorite.
They're
Give her some love
adorable.
from me, Cargo. So D&G and Brittany and Cargo, what did you guys think of the ending of Fox and the Hound? And should we tell them what movies we have upcoming that we're going to review?
Well, the next 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying, should we tell them what we have coming up in the next 2 weeks?
I know next. Oh, good Lord! Here comes the other cat.
I want to see this.
Next week.
I thought that was a cat above you. I just have to say that brown thing above on the top shelf. Over. Other way, sorry. The white shelf. I thought that was a cat up there. All the way to the top. I thought, yeah, on the top shelf. Yeah, I thought that was a cat at first.
It's right here?
No, go up one more shelf.
Oh, up there?
I thought that was a cat the whole time. And I was looking at it, and I was like, that's not a cat.
It's actually my miniature Christmas tree.
Okay. Where's this other cat at that you were talking about? Is she coming near you?
Yes.
Oh,
this is
Lucky
Lucky.
Babe. I love her eyes.
We've had him for 7 years.
What breed of cat?
He is a tabby.
I might have to adopt that cat from you now.
No, he's my good luck kitty. Okay, so Brittany says she's happy that Todd got a happy ending even though he didn't have Copper anymore. Yeah, that is a good thing. I am glad he got a happy ending. And Brittany, this is Lucky, or I call him Lucky Puck. It was sad, but to be expected. It's not one of my favorite animated features, but it was the end of the old animators and the beginning of the new one.
So I'm going to take a guess that that's Derek typing. Derek, let me ask you, what is your favorite animated Disney feature? Maybe we'll feature that. Maybe we'll have the fans choose a movie on Disney Plus, Jessi, for one of the weeks.
Yes. For one of the
That's
weeks. It's not like it's set in stone.
So Derek and Gregory. I know that Derek likes Scrooge McDuck, so DuckTales and stuff like that. I've never seen the.
DuckTales is like so my childhood. Okay, I'm showing my age.
I can't say anything else about DuckTales though.
I'm showing my age. I love DuckTales and the Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
I really want to watch that for one of our movies because I've never seen it.
Okay.
Oh, Cargo picks Hercules. That has a sequel. Did you know that? I learned that.
Hercules has a sequel?
I believe so.
It has a TV show, I think.
Let me see.
I'm going to put chat pics in pink. So we're going to
Hercules.
add some chat pics in here, and then we'll put those in for... Okay, so we've got Hercules.
Yeah, it's called Hercules Zero to Hero. It's about when Hercules' old friend Helen is kidnapped by Paris of Troy. Herc rallies the Greek army to save her, though the sequel is scrapped. A direct-to-video mid-quel called Zero to Hero came out in 1998. So there wasn't, I guess. Okay. I don't know who's typing, but they said, good question. It changes for Little Explorer. I really liked Lion King when it came out, and also Pocahontas. And what about Gregory? What's Big Explorer think? They go by a little bit, on the show they go by Little Explorer and Big Explorer. And Derek is Little Explorer because he's shorter, and Gregory is Big Explorer.
Okay. I love Pocahontas too as well, Cargo. That's a really good one.
Cargo, do you want to know what I found out as I was telling Jessi that there's a sequel to Bambi? Did you know that? Did you know that, Jessi, when I told you that?
Yeah,
Oh, Big Explorer. Coming up, Gregory. We will be watching. When is it?
Coming up.
What month? Just tell him the month.
So, April 6th, we're going to do The Little Mermaid.
Canadian Explorer. I love it. Can I be Idaho Explorer and Jessi can be wherever Jessi is? Ohio. She can be Explorer, Ohio Explorer, and I can be Idaho Explorer. Carol can be Canadian Explorer. Mark, wait, what did you say? What day?
April 6th is The Little Mermaid.
And then we're doing the sequel to The Little Mermaid, Gregory. I don't know if you like that. But April 6th, you don't want to miss that.
Yeah. April 6th is the actual Little Mermaid. And then hopefully in May, we're going to do The Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea.
They do have that on Disney Plus, by the way.
Oh, I know. But Little Mermaid Addict. I have all 3 of them.
What is Return? Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that, but they didn't have it on Disney Plus. She likes Little Mermaid 2 and Return to Neverland, so that's after like Peter Pan and all that. They don't have it on Disney Plus. Is it on YouTube that I could watch it? That if we did that as a sequel?
I'll go through and look, because I have to watch Return to Neverland too. Even if I have to pull out the VHS player.
I don't want to let me see. You said Return to Neverland, Cargo?
Yeah. Honestly, the best Disney sequels are ones that are actual sequels, not just going back to when they're kids. But for next week, I don't think a lot of people have seen this movie. We went back through and picked an older movie. That we picked is... Do
you want me to tell him where I found it at? Or do you want us to say it? I found it on Pepper Tree Villa. Used to do a movie review, and that was one of theirs. Okay. And I really enjoyed that movie, so I'll rewatch it. Never know. We might have chat trivia next week.
Oh, that would be fun. But it's one I don't think a lot of people have heard of. It's The Cat from Outer Space. So that will be next week.
That's good. Derek.
Okay, so Pinocchio will go down. Might have to rearrange our list a little bit.
We can do that. We can... And can we put DuckTales on there, perhaps?
Yes,
I've always wanted to see that, just to see why D&G like it so much. Why do you like it so much? I know who Quack. What's the guy's name? What's the pilot's name? Darwin Duck. No, that's not right.
No, that's not it. It's
McQuack something? Launchpad.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that because I know you can meet him sometimes at Disney World and Animal Kingdom. It's the only reason I know that.
You have to be careful and make sure you're actually watching the movies versus the...
Launchpad McQuack. Thank you. Launchpad McQuack.
TV series, because they did make both. So we'll have to go through and see what the movies are. I'm thinking it might be only one. And Cargo said, ooh, someone we know, not naming names because it's obvious, has ordered DuckTales fabric. Just saying.
Cargo. Are you still working on that box that I asked you to send someone? Not me, but someone that's in this chat. Hint, hint. I told her to send him ketchup chips. Have you ever had ketchup chips, Jessi?
No.
What's on your ears is what she's asking you. Cargo, mine are my cruising.
Mine are Nightmare Before Christmas.
And they were made by?
Tailor Made Magic. And I love them. Fun fact about these, it's my first pair.
There was a girl that came onto Life with Roxana's live stream that was actually going to make me a pair named Southern Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And she never made them. She was going to make a pair for me and Lena and everyone. That's okay. Jessi?
Oh, I see that. Look at her, Cargo.
Cargo. Okay, so I like DuckTales from the comics. They were from the Scrooge stories written by Carl Barks, who created the Duck Family Great Adventures.
I don't know Carl Barks, but I like Jane and Michael Banks. Does that
Isn't
count?
that from
Mary Poppins, which is on our list.
Cargo 1 and 2? I like 2 better than 1. But
I actually had not seen Mary Poppins Returns.
oh, oops, he said Banks. Oh, Barks and not Banks. Bah ha ha.
Mary Poppins is set for the last Tuesday of the month on the 30th. Like I said, next week is the Cat from Outer Space.
And the week after that,
and we thought we'd have a little fun since the third Tuesday of this month is the day before St. Patrick's Day. So it's going to be The Luck of the Irish.
It's like a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah, it's a Disney Channel original, which is from when I was little.
I've never heard of that. And I told my friend Tiffany that.
Younger.
And I was like, nope. I feel like it's going to be like High School Musical, and I don't know why.
No, nothing like High School Musical. No music at all, no singing. But so those are, we've got your guys' suggestions. If you have any more, you can obviously message one of us.
Or you can follow Jessi on Instagram and message her your suggestion there.
Yes. It used to scare you? Yeah, the mean little leprechaun guy wasn't kind of scary.
We should ask. Is it Brittany you said?
Yeah.
Correct. Brittany, do you have a suggestion for the fan movie week that we could watch? Do we have another space for Brittany?
Yeah. There is my Instagram if you guys want to send me a message.
Let me link it, even though I don't have one. I've never seen that, but my dad likes that movie, D&G. He said, I actually liked the second one more than the first one. First one isn't one of my favorites. He likes Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yes, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It's not one of my favorite movies, but again, childhood.
Cargo. And D&G, my dad went, yes.
Back when you could, watch VHS, you could record from the TV to VHS. My uncle used to record a bunch of Disney movies for us and put them on VHS. So we had a bunch of them, and that was one of them. And Brittany, it doesn't matter if you've watched it or not. If you want to pick one, we can watch it, and you can watch it, and we'll let you know when we discuss it. If you want to do Robin Hood, we can do Robin Hood.
And maybe like once every month, we could have another guest like on that could review it with us. That if it's like their favorite movie.
Yes.
Because you can have up to 6 people on StreamYard for the free version.
Yeah. So.
Just a thought.
I would definitely. No, I actually kind of like that idea of having someone with us that's watched
once
the movie.
twice a month, not every month, but once.
Let's start with once a month and go from there. Once we figure out the movie schedule. But yeah, I'm super excited about this, and I want to thank everybody for the recommendations on movies.
And for all the likes for Jessi. And tell him what you hit today.
Huh?
Tell him what you hit today.
You guys, I hit 50 subscribers. Actually, 51.
52.
So, oh, really? I didn't check.
Maybe we can have D&G on a week. D&G, are you guys good with that if Derek gets off early? For like one of the weeks, like if we did DuckTales or something like that, or
DuckTales or the Little Mermaid.
yes.
So,
yes, 52.
Well, I'm so excited, you guys. I never thought I would get that far. So I'm really thankful and excited. And I'm glad all of you are here tonight. So, this was actually really fun.
We're going to be doing this every Tuesday. Yay! Look what the D&G said.
Yes. Awesome.
It's just because Derek works at pet store and he has to like figure out his hours. Sometimes he goes in at like 2 a.m.
Wow. Cargo, you can always send me a picture. Oh, there you go.
Oh, Cargo, can I see the ears? Please. Pretty, please.
Can I show Rachel? Or can I show everybody in chat? Like,
unless they're for me, you can't show me. Unless she's gonna say that.
I'm asking. They're wow.
Cargo's talented.
Yes, she is. Those are beautiful, by the way.
And Cargo, I'm actually glad that I added you and added Jessi into your group. She's awesome, and she loves seeing all your creations.
I do, and I yes. Well, when she lets me know if I can show you those ears, you can forward to her, but the person therefore hasn't gotten them yet, so please don't show on stream. Okay, why did I just comment that back in chat? I can do that. I will forward them to her. You can tell I'm used to typing it in chat.
And guys, this is Jessi's first ever live stream, so you might want to make sure you give that thumbs up button. She's a great host.
All right, I sent them Rachel. So yeah, I was just trying to find the perfect person to go live with, and she's perfect. I know, I love them. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
All right. So, do you want to talk about what you have coming up on your channel, Rachel?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I have. I'm still scheduling. What? Share this stream from tonight in your group, the replay stream.
I think that's what she said.
Give me a second, Cargo.
But yeah, after you do that, if you want to share what you have coming up, I know, or what you just did.
So I was a part of the Secret Bunny box swap, and my box swap person was Pearl Manhattan. I cannot say who my person is that I sent to, but yeah, I love being a part of box swaps. And I was another part of one a couple of months back with Cargo. And Cargo was my person for, was it the Valentine's Day one, Cargo? Even though she didn't want me to participate. I am going to share this in your group right now. But yeah. Does Jessi have anything? When is your new Funko video coming out? Or your new...
Okay, so there won't be a pop in a box this month because there was some extra bills that needed paid. But it must have been my lucky week because I won 3 giveaways. I know I have a box being sent out tomorrow.
And if you don't want anything from Christie's, I'll gladly take some. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, she is actually the one that sent out the first box that I've got coming. I have another one coming from Aileen. I think that's how you say it. I won a giveaway from Just Ginger. And I also won a giveaway from Thrifty Nerdy Mom. So I'll be having those videos coming up in the next couple of weeks as, I get them. And then hopefully tomorrow I will have a short pin mail video. So.
Oh yeah, what pins did you order from that group? I wanted to ask you.
Oh, I've got a bunch. Yes, I will have a bunch of those coming up, which I'll try and do in one video as well. But the pins that I have that I'm getting tomorrow are from a Instagram live sale that Disney Chris held. And then I ended up finding people that will sell me the Heroes versus Villains pins that I'm missing. All but one. I'm still looking for Maleficent as a dragon. So fingers crossed I find that one. And then 2 of the Disney couples pins. Or no, 3.
Interesting.
3. So I've got all of that coming. And so, and here and there stuff, probably. Depending. So, anything else tonight, Rachel?
We can send him over to Gonzo if you want, but there's nothing else. Do you want to send him over to Gonzo? It's up to you.
Yeah, send him over to Gonzo if he's still on.
Do you want me to post his link?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Yeah, it's probably easier for you to do so. And I did share our links at the top of the chat.
Yeah, check out Jessi's channel and my channel and everyone in this chat's channel. So D&G and Jessi, if you ever
personally, I will be going over to D&G and so
let me tell you, D&G goes live tomorrow at 8 your time. If you're near Florida, it's 8.
Yeah, 8 my time.
So yeah, 8 your time. 6
awesome.
my time.
I will check that out.
They're probably talking about, they just got back from Disney World. So I'm guessing they're going to be talking about that.
Fun.
In Vegas.
I really want to go to. All right.
Let me wait. Hold on. Before you end it, let me post. I'm getting distracted, so hold on. Adventures of Gonzo, right?
Yes.
Let me get his link. Oh, he's done.
Really? They're done after an hour?
Yeah, he went for 59 minutes. It's because we went 14 minutes over the hour. That's why I bet.
Yeah.
That's okay. Midlife Vibes is live. Hitchhiking Bones is live.
Send them over to Hitchhiking Bones.
Okay. Hitchhiking Bones is awesome. They're talking about their trip from Hawaii.
Yes.
I want to go. I've been to Hawaii, actually. Hold on.
Okay. While she's doing that, if you are watching for the replay, leave us a comment. Hashtag Team Replay so that we know you were here, and let us know what you thought about The Fox and the Hound.
Yes, let us know what your favorite part of the movie was, and if you would watch it again. Was. Yes, your favorite character.
And we will see you guys next week for The Cat from Outer Space. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.